Hello, thanks so much for clicking on the thumbnail and coming back to my story studio. So I'm going to be talking about the story elements that you see in every story ever told. There's these same elements that you can find. The first one I'm going to be talking about is main character. But in the last film, I told a story. So if you haven't seen that, you probably need to go back and watch it because I'll be referring to it. But do come back again. A main character. So a story has one main character and we see the story through their eyes. It's their point of view that organises the information that we're getting, and it helps us make sense of what we're hearing. So the story I told, I was the main character. And so the information you got was all through my point of view, not through Baz's, not through the person who gave me the job, or not through the commissioning editor. So the point of view sets the parameters of the story and helps us organise what we're hearing. When you choose a main character for your story, that can be quite an important decision, particularly if it's a story with a purpose. So if you're coaching or if you're trying to persuade someone, because as an audience, we want to connect with that main character very quickly. And we want to have a main character where that point of view seems relevant to us because we want to engage with that character. If we can't connect with that character quickly, there is a chance that we'll become less engaged in the story. We might not even listen to the story. If the character doesn't have obvious appeal to our audience, but we want to use them, you can give the audience a bit more information, or actually if you just want to give them a helping hand with that bonding, give them a bit more information about the character. For example, in my story, I told you that I was thinking about leaving television. That hadn't really been doing very well in my career when I got the offer of the job of developing that show. And that's a bit more intriguing as a story than, say, if I just said I got the job, or I told you I had a glittering career in television at that point. It just helps you connect with me a little bit more. If you want an idea of how picky audiences are about their main character, think about your own experience. Picking up a book to read or watching a new movie. If you don't get that main character quite quickly, the chances are you are not going to persist with that story. You might even put that book down. That's how fussy we are. So if you're telling a story, particularly if you've got a particular purpose in mind, have a think about your audience, have a think about the point of view that they might be interested in, and make sure your character shares that point of view. And if you haven't got quite the main character, then make sure that you give your audience plenty of information to help them engage with your character and your story. So in the next film, I'm going to talk to you about Different World, which I think might be my favourite story element.